Zohar Parshas Shmos Daf Beis Amud Aleph. Now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. It is written, and the wise shall be resplendent as the splendor, Zohar, of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness shall be like the stars forever and ever. The wise are those who penetrate to the real essence of wisdom. They shall be resplendent. In other words, illuminated with the radiance of the supernal wisdom as the splendor. This is the flashing of the stream that goes forth from Eden. This being alluded to as the firmament. There are suspended the stars, the planets, the sun and the moon, and all the radiant lights. The brightness of this firmament shines upon the Garden of Eden, and in the midst of the garden stands the tree of life, whose branches spread over all forms and trees and spices in fitting vessels. All the beasts of the field and all the fowls of the air shelter beneath the branches of this tree. The fruit of the tree gives life to all. It is everlasting. The other side has no abode therein, but only the side of holiness. Blessed are they who taste thereof. They will live forever and ever. And it is they who are called the wise, and they are vouchsafed life in this world as well as in the world to come. The tree rises to a height of 500 parasangs, and its circumference is 6 myriads of parasangs. Within this tree is a light, out of which radiate certain colors. They come and go, never being at rest, save in the tree. Should they issue from it to show themselves in the brightness which does not shine of itself, they are not at rest, but flit about. From this tree went forth 12 tribes, who had long been warmed by it, and they went down with this light that does not shine of itself into the exile of Egypt, accompanied by multitudes of heavenly hosts. Rabbi Shimon compared the Egyptian with the Babylonian exile, basing his remarks on the text. The word of the Lord came to Ezekiel, Ezekiel 1:3. Why, he said, the double expression of coming came. Moreover, if Ezekiel was indeed a faithful prophet, why did he disclose the whole of his vision? Is it right and meet for one whom the king has invited to his palace to reveal all the secrets which he has seen there? Now Ezekiel was indeed a faithful prophet, and whatever he saw he faithfully kept secret, and whatever he revealed by permission of the Holy One. Blessed be he, and for proper reasons. Observe now that one who is accustomed to pain bears it patiently, but if one is not accustomed to pain and has always lived at ease, when pain comes upon him, he really feels it keenly and deserves to be pitied. So when Israel went to Egypt, they were inured to suffering. Their father, the righteous Jacob, having been all his life a man of sorrows, and they could thus endure the exile patiently. But the exile of Babylon was a real torment, for which there was weeping both in heaven and on earth, as it is written, Behold, their heroes, angels, cried without, the angels of peace wept bitterly. Isaiah 33:7. By the rivers of Babylon where we sat down, yes, we wept when we remembered Zion. Psalm 137. 1. Yes, truly, all joined in the lamentation. They who had been brought up in royal luxury were now driven into exile, with their necks yoked and their hands fettered. And when they reached the land of exile, despair settled in their hearts, and they thought that they would never be raised up again, since God had deserted them. At that hour, the Holy One called together all his heavenly hosts, his family above, all the holy chariots, the lower and the higher ranks, the whole celestial army, and spoke to them thus, What do ye hear? My beloved children are captives in Babylon, and do you remain here? Arise, all of you, and go to them, and I will go with you. When the celestial company arrived in Babylon, the heavens opened, and the Holy Spirit of prophecy descended upon Ezekiel. And he saw his wonderful vision, and proclaimed to the exiles, Behold, your master is here, and all the celestial beings have come down to be your companions. But they believed it not, and so he was compelled to disclose to them the whole of his heavenly vision. Then their joy was exceedingly great, and they recked not of the exile, knowing that the Lord himself was in their midst. They were all filled with a perfect love of him, ready to sacrifice themselves for the holiness of the All-Holy, blessed be he. This is the reason why the prophet disclosed to them all that he saw.